Listening opens the door to understanding and speaking English with confidence.
Hi, I'm Emma. I want to tell you about the ways I improve my English every day. It's not always easy, but I really enjoy learning, and I have many methods to practice. In my English class, we're always doing something different, and I like that. Usually, we read funny short stories. Sometimes they make us laugh out loud, and other times they have a small message hidden in the humor. These help us learn new words and understand how people really use the language in everyday life. In class, we often listen to short conversations or audio clips. We answer questions to check our understanding and talk about what we heard. Sometimes we listen more than once to catch small details. These activities help train my ears to focus on natural English. We also do speaking exercises like role plays and short presentations. I sometimes work in pairs to practice asking and answering questions. Group discussions give me a chance to express my opinion in English. Speaking in class makes me more confident, even if I make mistakes. Sometimes we prepare dialogues about daily situations, like ordering food or giving directions. I always try to speak clearly and use new words I've learned. Every time I speak out loud, I feel one step closer to fluency. In my free time, I also try to learn outside the classroom. Sometimes I read English blogs or news articles about topics I like. I always look for new ways to practice, like writing a daily journal in English. One of the best ways to improve my English is by watching movies and series. They help me enjoy learning while listening to real conversations. I watch different kinds of movies and series, comedy, romances, and science fiction. With English subtitles, I can read and listen at the same time. This helps me understand how words are pronounced and used in sentences. Sometimes I pause and repeat a line to hear it again more clearly. When I don't know a word, I can see how it's spelled and try to guess its meaning. Subtitles make it easier to follow fast conversations, especially in comedy or drama scenes. Over time, I've noticed that I depend on them less because my listening has improved. Movies and series help me learn real English the way people actually speak. They're full of idioms, expressions, and natural conversations, and I understand when to use them. For example, I watch many daily life series and sitcoms that show real-life situations. In this way, I learn how people talk when they're happy, angry, surprised, or just joking around. Music is a fun and powerful way I use to improve my English. I listen to my favorite English songs almost every day. Before, I just enjoyed the beat, but now I focus more on the lyrics. Reading the lyrics helps me understand what the song is really about. Sometimes I even write down the lyrics by listening, which trains my ears. Singing along helps me practice pronunciation and fluency. Singing out loud helps me speak more clearly and remember full sentences. It's also a fun way to build confidence and enjoy the rhythm of English. Some songs stay in my mind all day, which helps me remember the words and their meaning. When I repeat the lyrics, I remember new expressions without even trying. Some songs use idioms or slang, and that teaches me how people really speak. Pop, rock, and even slow love songs all teach me something different. I feel proud when I understand the message of a full song. Music makes learning English feel exciting and emotional, not like homework. Reading in English is one of my favorite ways to learn. When I'm waiting somewhere, I often read manga and comic on my phone just for fun. I enjoy reading short stories because they're quick and fun. They often have surprising endings that keep me interested. Short stories help me learn new words in a simple and clear way. Also, I read novels and they take me into long, detailed stories with deep characters and exciting plots. Sometimes I choose romance or adventure novels, and other times I try something more serious or emotional. Reading a full novel in English can take time, but it really helps me grow my vocabulary and reading skills. Novels are great for understanding how language flows naturally, especially in conversations. I often highlight new words and interesting phrases so I can remember them later. One method I find really helpful is listening to podcasts. Podcasts are so helpful for improving my listening skills. They're easy to listen to while I'm walking, cleaning, or just relaxing. I like podcasts about language, technology, and personal development. Some episodes are short and simple, which is great when I don't have much time. Others are longer and more detailed, and they help me learn advanced vocabulary. New words that I hear often go into my notebook for later review. I like hearing natural conversations that reflect how people actually speak. Listening to podcasts helps me get used to different accents and speeds. Some podcast hosts speak slowly and clearly, while others are fast and more casual. Podcasts keep learning interesting and help me feel more confident. Making flashcards is one of the best ways I use to grow my English skills. I create cards for new vocabulary, useful phrases, and even phrasal verbs I learn every day. When I learn a new idiom, I write it down with an example sentence to help me remember how it's used. I always try to focus more building my vocabulary because it helps in every part of English. Flashcards make it easier to repeat and review without getting bored. Some days I practice with paper flashcards, and other times I use apps on my phone. These apps remind me to review what I forget most often. I often watch YouTube videos and vlogs, especially ones related to travel or everyday routines. Vlogs are great because I hear natural conversation and real-life expressions. Some YouTubers also teach grammar or vocabulary in a fun and simple way. I like chatting with my classmates in English after class. Even short talks help me practice. I message to a few close friends in English too. I also use language exchange apps to find people from different countries to talk to. We discuss hobbies, culture, or just how our day went. These conversations help me speak more fluently and understand accents better. I mix fun things with study, and it really helps. That's what I do to practice and enjoy learning English. Maybe some of these ideas work for you too.
Which way of learning works best for you? Share your favorite method in the comments below. Learn English the easy way. Like and subscribe to catch new lessons every week.